Sup guys, KDJ here, and if you're seeing this, well, I have some big news. I am moving! Yes, I am moving, and what you're seeing is the process of me packing everything. Like, this is a box right here. This is just boxes and everything, and it's so stressful. I'm getting tired, and yet, I am looking forward to it. So, y'all may be wondering, why am I moving? What made me decide to leave my parents' house, especially in this economy? Well, basically, the TLDR is that I'm gonna be moving in with my boyfriend. Yes, David. You might have heard him in my podcast and seen him in some of my videos on TikTok and Instagram. I'm gonna be moving with him. So I'm gonna be leaving my parents' house and staying with him, and yeah, that's pretty much it. For those who are really curious about all that part of my life, the relationship part, big doubt that we're gonna be broadcasting everything for me and for him. I think we kind of agreed to keep it in the down low. However, there was a time where I was talking to my Uber driver when I was going to the airport one time, and he's encouraging me to do TikTok videos with my partner because he's white, I'm Asian, and apparently that's a thing and that's popular and that will gain views for some reason. But basically, knowing him and how he doesn't want me to share his social media ads whenever he's a guest in any of my videos, makes sense that expect less content of him and me doing stuff together, especially through vlogs, which is kind of, respectful, I guess, for him because he's a really private person, unlike me who likes sharing everything about my life and how I feel and what I'm thinking. So, polar opposites attract. But I guess some people may be wondering, why the hell did I agree to this? Why did I agree to move to Melbourne? Why can't he move into Sydney? Why am I giving up everything just to move to another state? Because if you remember, I live in New South Wales and Melbourne is in Victoria. So that's like an 8-hour drive. Well, I have a few. Number one, I always wanted to move to Melbourne. Ever since I was in high school, the goal was to wind up in Melbourne one way or another. The reason why I wanted to move to Melbourne when I was still in high school was because it was pretty much the artsy center of Australia. Like, all the YouTubers were there. I have some YouTuber friends who I've met in VidCon who live there. And I just want to be in that center hub of content creation. So that's why I want to be there. Not to mention, almost all the conventions are there. VidCon, PAX, Crunchyroll Expo, except let's not talk about what happened this year, jeez. And I don't want to keep flying all the time just to attend these events. Second, my workplace is cool with it. But the big reason why I agreed to this move, and I think this reason might not be a good reason to those who really know me, like those who have met me in real life and actually spent time with me and knew what I was like growing up in this country. The real reason why I agreed to leave everything behind and move to another state is because I hate living in Western Sydney. Don't get me wrong, the community is cool, I met the mayor, I like both of them, the politicians actually do something, and they're like really amazing people that I've met whilst living here. It's the fact that most of the neighborhood reminds me of all the pain and suffering that I had to deal with when I was growing up. I know there'd be people who are like concerned that I'm gonna be losing my social circles and everything, but I think this is what I need, especially if I want to move on with all the pain and trauma that I have to deal with. Like, we're talking sexual harassment, we're talking death threats, we're talking near death, we're talking physical harassment, and we're talking stalking. And the fact that a lot of these people literally live nearby, I don't feel freaking safe, especially when I go home. And I know there'll be people who'll be seeing this video who know me in real life who will message me on Facebook and tell me, you should take back what I said. No, this is what I really feel. I feel scared. I feel worried. I don't feel freaking safe living here sometimes. One of the biggest questions I've gotten when I announced that I was leaving is that, how will I make new friends? Who will I hang out with? Aren't you afraid that you'll be leaving your social circles? I am not afraid. Not because I have my boyfriend, but I have friends who live in Melbourne, and I look forward to hanging out with them. And I want to make friends who actually freaking care about me. I don't mind the friends I have in Western Sydney, in my workplace, when I was in uni, and all that. They're amazing people. But I need friends who are like me, I remember hanging out with some of my high school friends, and I told them that I got into D&D. And one of their responses was, "Oh, how typical of you. Classic." I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know if this is a compliment or an insult, but it feels like they think that I am not capable of change or not capable of being normal. Well, guess what? None of you are normal too. And I'm glad that I have interests different from the norm. I'm glad that I am this nerd who found someone who loves me for the same interests, and I'm glad that moving will give me the opportunity to find other people like me, especially women who are this nerdy and this interested in card games, board games, and everything, because I'm tired of living in a place where I have to travel to the city just to find someone, and even if I do, they're mostly male. Meanwhile, when I was in Melbourne, I've met like at least 2, 3, 4 sometimes. Except that one time where it was mostly male, but we went to another game store and there were like a bunch of females and I felt like I belong. I'm not saying that the community here is bad. I'm just saying that I'd rather be with people who are like me, who have similar interests as me, because where I am in Western Sydney, I mean, the Filipino community is great, but I'm not like those people. Moving to Melbourne, I'll be able to engage in a community where I can just be free and happy, where I can play card games, where I can participate in activities that are akin to my interests. And unfortunately, as much as Western Sydney tried to provide all those, the pandemic kind of killed it. So, yeah, if moving to Melbourne means I'll be able to have a proper social life, a life where I can actually freaking talk to people and not be the weird one, I'll take it. I know a lot of people are probably gonna get pissed off when they see this video. I know I said a lot of things, and I know I'm revealing some things that might have shocked my parents, and it might lead to a lengthy DM on Facebook and a phone call. I think that there'll be amazing things happening here, and I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to show you my new office. I can't wait to show you my new life, even if it means not showing my boyfriend's face. But I can't wait to show you what is there for me in store in the future. So as of recording, it's been like a week since I moved. So as you can see behind me, it's not really as ready. Like, it's still messed up, messy. We still haven't unboxed the consoles yet because we still need to get bookshelves and everything in the living room. But yeah, I moved. Here it is. Welcome to the newest chapter of my life. So what are my goals as I move here? Basically, build a better relationship with my boyfriend because long distance suck. I also want to work on my mental health. That's like one of the big goals. I need to get away from the place that makes me upset, that makes me feel angry most of the time. I need to relax, calm myself, find new opportunities, and who knows? But overall, I think the independence is good for me, you know? Like, I need to be free, spread my wings and fly, all that fun jazz. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm really, really excited. So some updates as I'm recording this. Basically, I'm gonna be releasing new music soon. It's called Burn. I know I said I'll be working on my mental health, but that song is literally me being mad. Like, really mad. I'm so mad. Like, here's a preview. As I watch from a distance, I cannot hear your call. I cannot see you at all. As I watch from a distance, I see the world burn. It's basically years of pent-up anger turned into art because I had no form to express it. Like, I was told to suck it up and just move on, when in reality I really needed to talk to someone about it because it was unhealthy. Other than that, I don't know what I'm planning to do. Maybe have a social life for once. I'm planning to build more keeps and hopefully I do more keep content, but at the same time I just moved, so So if you're interested to follow me through my Melbourne arc, yes, that's what we're gonna call it, the Melbourne arc. Feel free to press like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want, because I do want to document some of these things, but at the same time, I want to keep it chill. I want to live life, but I do want to document some of these things because why not? So my name is KDJ out, and yeah, see you next time. Ciao.